Hey y'all. Yeah. Y'all come in. Boy. We got some things to talk about. We got some cotton picking things to talk about, y'all. Yabba do. Oh Lord, have mercy, Jesus. Yeah, I got to find. Hold on, y'all. Y'all come on in, baby. We got something to talk about. Now, okay? Now, y'all come on in. Ain't it on here? Come on in Friday night, honey. Woo, y'all excuse the noise in the background, but they're doing the hair and stuff like that, girls. But look, y'all need to like, share, and subscribe to this channel, honey. Because we keep that, so, we ain't worrying about no numbers. I like it like a quiet circle. I don't like no big circle. I like a quiet circle because so much you can do with a small circle than you can a big circle. So I got it going on right now. Okay. Yeah. Now, I want, if you in my group, you need to come over here and support me. Y'all. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. So what we gonna get at? What the hell is going on in the sheet in my home? Babe, I can't explain it. Welcome, y'all. Welcome to the channel. She's like, share, and subscribe. Today is Friday. Yeah. Y'all. Yabba do. And I got both my hands on top of my head because y'all already know I look just like that picture right there. I just got my hand on the head. Just make on top of my head saying yabba do. Now look, y'all, this is for real. What the hell is going on with Angie Stone Diesel Crew team? Stone Paxton explains. He gonna explain to you. Now, I don't like to hurt nobody's feelings. I don't like to hurt nobody's feelings like that. But he's been giving us some information. He's been giving us a lot of information. He got part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. Now, part 7 now that he's on. And I'm keeping up with him. I'm not the type that call you a lie, but I'm about to be on your ass. You know what I mean? I'm about to keep up with you. I'll watch you from the beginning. I'll watch you from the middle. And I will watch you till the end. Now, something going on in this case, and y'all need to come on in here. Let's come on in here and support this queen. Like you do any other queen, let's stick together. Now, come on in, like, share, and subscribe, y'all. Yeah. But before we do anything, do this for me. Close that screen, though, and start letting all them flies up in here. No, like flies. Yeah. Yeah, I looked up some information. It's everything I say is alleged because I don't know these people. I don't even know Angie Stone. I just like her music. And so we're gonna go into a lot of things. Paxton is the reason why I'm going to Paxton because I looked him up. I looked him up and then I'm following him of what he's saying. Okay, after following him, I'm still learning about what he is saying. Okay. Now, when I first heard the man speak on YouTube, he wasn't cussing. He wasn't using profanity. Now y'all got the man cussing. It don't even look right. I'm gonna keep it real, so you might not want to look at my channel because I'm gonna keep it real. Y'all like lies, and I like the truth. Now, I'm about to show y'all some stuff. Okay. And I want to show y'all something, and the reason why I want to show y'all something, that's just tell you how lies get out. A lie can get out real quick, and it can turn into nefarious real quick. Okay, I want to show y'all this. Now, this is what kind of. Let me show you Stone. Let me show y'all, because y'all don't know Stone Patrick. And Paxton. And that man was so nice when he got over here and talking to y'all. And y'all don't turn that man into Tiger Woods. Here he go right here. Stone Paxton right here. Y'all stop being haters. Why don't y'all black people stop being haters on YouTube, man? I just don't understand why y'all act like that. We ain't gonna never stick together because we ain't gonna never be together because y'all so jealous. You're jealous of my little bit of tiny channel. You're jealous of that person's tiny channel. You're jealous of that person's big channel. And y'all got to stop that hatred. So let's get pulled together and we can win all together. Why are we so separated? I understand what Paxton's saying. And I laugh when Stone Paxton talk because y'all are so separated. And you ain't worrying me because I ain't got to deal with you. I like my little bit of circle. But I want to tell y'all something. I'm going to tell you how lies get out. Now, it's a lot of things been saying about Stone Paxton. And I'm going to get into something that he said, but he don't realize this is internet. People are not educated from the internet, Stone. So it's a difference between going to school sitting in front of the class, okay, instead of sitting in the back of the class. Some of your classes you want to sit in the back of the class, some of the classes you want to sit in front of the class. But tonight is the night we're going to sit in the middle of the class. Okay, now I saw something that is said about Stone Paxton, and I'm going to bring it to his attention so he can know that it's out there on him. And that's how lies get out. I don't know if it's true or lie, but this is how lies get out on people. And so I want Stone to look at this with his own eyes because he know I didn't type it. But I looked it up, Stone, and the reason why people feel like that about you is because that's what the internet, not us, but that's what the internet is putting out on you. Okay, let's pull up right here. Now, look what this thing said, y'all. Look what it said. Y'all see it right there. Oh, Lord have mercy. Come on, Google. I don't know how true it is, and I don't know what's going on. It says, in Stone, I want you to check that out. I want you to check that out. The reason why they give you a hard time. I'm going to tell you. Y'all come in, hit that like button, because, honey, it ain't easy doing these content. Y'all can get these likes. I don't know what the problem is. Don't be no hater all your life. Okay? But I want y'all to check this out. Now, this thing is telling y'all something that surprised me. He said a person, and I want Stone to look at it. It says the person driving the vehicle that Angie'S Stone was in during the fatal crash was Stone Paxton. And see how they got this on here, Stone. I didn't put it on here. They let you know how not us, but the computer can put information, false information out there and make you look bad. That's why you look bad, because look what I just found, Stone. So Stone Paxton, if you're out there anyway, please check this channel out. I don't have no problem. I used to have detectives on my channel. I have people on my channel because they know it's a small channel. It ain't got to worry about all that yabba dabba doing in the text. But Stone Paxton, look what it says. I want you to look what it says. It said the person driving the vehicle that Angie'S Stone was in during the fatal crash was Stone Paxton. Why the hell they put your name? And the details of the accident are that the cargo van, she didn't have a cargo van, she had a Sprinter van. She was riding and flipped over and was being hit by a truck. Why did they put Stone Paxton name right there instead of Lee Carter. Lee Carter, wherever his name is. You see how y'all see how lies get out? Not us. Internet Stone. You see how they got your name up there? They said that you were driving the cargo van. They didn't say you were driving the Sprinter van. They said you were driving the cargo van. You see how information get out? So when I did my research, why did it lie? It ain't been telling me your name that you were driving. It told me that they didn't know. 1 minute they didn't know who was driving. Then they said Lita Carter was driving. Then they talking about you were driving the Sprinter van. That's why people, y'all come in, hit that like button, that likes up. I don't know what's going on with my channel, because I know I always been a good researcher and I'm good at what I do, because I'm tell you I'm an informational person. And I do keep it real. So I hate that folks that I know that they don't want my channel to be that good. Because my channel was good until they found out who I was. Not y'all, but the computer. I'm telling y'all. Now look, y'all see that man name right there, Stone Paxton? Why in the hell do the internet on the Google talking about that man? This is dangerous. This ain't good. First they said Lita Carter was driving. They said the person driving the vehicle that Angie Stone was in during the fatal car crash with Stone Paxton. Why they lying on this man right here? Or are they lying? I don't confuse me, because the truth gonna come out. And then hold on, y'all. Y'all can't even see this. Hold on, y'all. I apologize. And y'all don't even say nothing. Y'all just don't be looking at me. Somebody could at least said, well, Anita, we can't see it. Y'all just be sitting up there acting like y'all. Jeez, I ain't never seen no people like y'all work. I ain't going nowhere, so y'all might well get used to me, because I don't retire. So I'm gonna be on YouTube, because this is what I've been wanting to do since I retired. So y'all better get used to me, because I ain't going nowhere. But I'm here to put information out for y'all. Y'all don't want facts, y'all don't want the truth, y'all want people to lie. Now let me go over here and show y'all what I was saying. This is the lies that they put on Stone Paxton. Stone Paxton is an artist, okay? Now, this is what they put out on Stone Paxton. While y'all sitting there and ain't even see this, you could have said, check in it, put in the chat, said, Lanita, I don't see what you're talking about. Y'all, stop being a hater now. Stop being a hater, my people. The person driving the vehicle that Angie Stone was in during the fatal car crash was Stone Paxton. Now, why they saying his name? And the details of the accident are that the cargo van, she wasn't driving no cargo van. She was driving a Sprinter van. She was riding and flipped over and was being hit by a truck. Why is this internet giving false information on this man right here? It's saying that he was driving. Y'all know who was driving the truck. Y'all know who was driving the Sprinter van. Why they saying Stone now? Stone, they mad at you, bro. They mad at you, bro. Stone, they mad at you. Wow, this is crazy. They upset with you, Stone. They talking about you. They saying, Stone, that you drove the van. And you don't even live here. She wasn't in no cargo. We know they lying, because she wasn't in a cargo van. No way, she was in a Sprinter van. Then when I looked up something else, they said she wasn't in a Sprinter van. They lying on you, Paxton. Look right here and see what they put right here. I'm gonna drop my link tonight, because I'm a bulldog. I went to Washington High School in Atlanta. They are the bulldog. You better ask little baby, because that's where I went, where he went. Now, yeah. They don't start picking on this man, Stone Paxton, y'all. They don't told y'all, they don't switch it up and say he's driving the van. I didn't type this up. It said here, they said she was riding in, that Stone Paxton was in the van that flipped over and was then hit by a truck. Now, don't forget, the name of her group was the Diesel Crew. Why is it called the Diesel Crew? What was going on before Angie Stone passed. Now I'm very educational when stuff like this come around, but I'm just the type of person that just talk straight out, straight language, real street language. I'm not gonna try to talk talking you correct language. I'm gonna come to you real. Now look, this don't make no sense. First they said that y'all know they said Letha Carter was driving the van. Then why is they saying that Stone Paxton was driving the van? Because he giving y'all. How is he giving y'all information? And I'm gonna tell you what he is, but he's giving information that he wants to put out. So I'm not gonna hit this man hard. I'm not gonna hit a home runner. I'm a base hitter in a way. When I play softball, I can still play softball. At my age, I can still put a bat in my hand, put on some gloves, and put on some shoes, and I can play softball. Been playing all my life since I was 60. I can still play softball. So what they did right here, since y'all been on Stone Paxton, and he giving y'all information, and he yabba dabba doing, they are putting his name right here now. Then they trying to say he making him look bad. They say he driving Sprinter van. Y'all see it ain't tight there. Y'all know I did. He said that Stone. He said the person driving the vehicle that Angie Stone was in during the fatal car crash was Stone Paxton. They lied. Cause first they were talking about Letha Carter. Now they messing with Stone. Y'all tell Stone what's going on. I didn't write this. I didn't type this. It pulled up when I pulled this up. And then he said, and the details of the accident are that the cargo van, no, it's not a cargo van, it's a Sprinter van. See how lies get out, y'all? False information. And he think it's y'all putting out false information. It's computer. This is the internet, Stone Paxton. This is the internet putting out false information, not the people. We research, and that's what I've been using Google all my life when I was with my class, and it always gave me some good information. Now, they said that you were driving the van when she was riding in, flipped over, and was being hit by a truck. Here are details account. The incident, Angie Stone, the Grammy-nominated R&B singer, died in a car crash on March the 1st, 2025, south of Montgomery, Alabama. Why is this information right? The vehicle, she was traveling back to Atlanta and Alabama in a cargo van. Well, y'all said it was a Sprinter van. Now they talking about it's a cargo van. See how I get out? Now the driver of the cargo van was Stone Paxton. Stone, that's what he's saying about you, man. Man, this would make you looking bad, bro. They said that you were there. Go right there. That's what they saying, not me. Wow, this ain't. Y'all go get Stone Paxton so he can see that they saying that he was driving that van. Stone Paxton, I'm gonna drop my name, man. They said you were driving that van. I ain't saying you were driving that van because your name used to didn't come up. It used to didn't tell me who was driving the van. But they putting you in here now. They messing with you. They on your ass, bro. They on your ass. And then they said the accident. The cargo van flipped over and was subsequently hit by a big rig. Okay, long time manager. Now they said, now look, I'm gonna tell you something now, Stone. They said long time manager, music producer, Stone, long time manager, Walter Myself. The third confirmed the details of the accident to the Associated Press. Somebody told on you. But I'm about to play something. I'm about to turn this music out. But I'm going to leave this right here so you can see and see. I didn't give this information out. These people know I'm going to do my research over here, baby. I don't care how small my channel is. I'm a smart woman, see. But I'm just telling you, I don't know why I ain't got a lot. I used to have a lot of numbers until they know who I was. They think I was, not the people on the internet. I got haters, just like everybody else got haters. But I love haters. Haters motivate me. But look at him. Look, I'm gonna keep this right here for you, Stone, so you can look at it. Cause I'm reading this right here, and I'm gonna tell you something. They did get one thing right about you. You are a music producer. Stone, you are a music producer. And they said that right here, right here, Stone, a music producer, and Stone longtime manager, whoever your manager is, Stone, Walter Millsap the third, whoever he is, I don't know him, confirmed the details of the incident to the Associated Press. So you need to check that. You need. You talking too much, boy. I think you need to change the subject. I'm taking up for Andy Stone right now ain't gonna work. Don't mess up your life for something that making you look bad. Don't do that, baby. Don't do that. Now, I'm about to tell you some Stone. These people at the bottom right here, your longtime manager, is telling the truth. You are a music producer. Okay, we're gonna shift. Okay. Okay, look, y'all. Look right here. On this, okay, look, y'all. Right here, it described and lied on Stone Paxton, allegedly saying that, I ain't gonna say they lied, I'm gonna say allegedly, said that he was driving the van. Now look what they saying right here. They throwing his name in there, say the driver of the cargo van, she's supposed to be in a Sprinter van. So look what they saying right here. This is how lies get out, Stone. This is the internet, baby. So you can't prove yourself right. You got to show the real paperwork. You can't just talk because it's putting out. Look right here, the Mercedes Benz Sprinter. But right here, it told y'all that she was in a cargo van. See how they lying on that man? It said cargo van right here. She wasn't in a cargo van. See how lies get out on people? They lied to me. He was the driver. Stone Paxton was the driver. He wasn't even here. And you see how they said that it was a cargo van? And right here, it wasn't a cargo van. It was a Mercedes Sprinter van. Y'all people got to be careful out there listening to people and listen to this internet. Now, if I was a person who believed in everything that I see on the internet, I won't do that. But since I'm a real good person like that, and I've been listening to that man and listening to the content creator, I see how they can be confused because when they research, this is what they pull up. Now, the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van that Angie Stone was a passenger in, which overturned on Interstate 65, was driven by another person, not Angie Stone herself. Here what we know about the incident. But why y'all saying it and y'all just blaming that man? The incident. Angie Stone was a passenger in a 2021 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van that overturned on the Interstate 65 in Alabama. The driver. The van was driven by someone other than Angie Stone. And the driver identity has not been publicly released. Now, the van was hit by a 2021 Freightliner Quesadilla truck driven by a 33-year-old man from Texas. And then right there, the outcome, Angie Stone died at the scene, and she was the only person who was killed. Now, why they put that man name in there? That ain't right. They put that man name right here to me. He drove the cargo van. It's a Sprinter van. Then they gonna say he the driver, but they didn't mention the driver on the other thing. Now let me get right here for y'all. Now, I do know I put my research on him. He is an indie artist, indie, but whatever it is right here. This is what Paxton is. Paxton is an indie artist, short for independence artist. Okay, it's an independent, indie artist, which is an independent artist, is someone who produces and releases music without the background of a major record label, often retaining more creative control and operating with a do-it-yourself theo with ethos. And then if you look at this right here, it said it's talking about the long time manager. They did say he was a music producer. That's true. And Stone's long time manager. Okay, not Angie Stone, but Stone. But Angie Stone. It's Angie Stone. I apologize, y'all. Right here where it said a long time manager, they said the music producer Stones. They talking about Angie. I had to think about both of their last name is Stones. So don't get that confused on the internet. Like I just got it confused right here. I went back and correct myself. I ain't got no problem with correcting myself. Long time manager, uh, a music producer and Stone's longtime manager, Walter Millsap the third, confirmed the details of the accident to. I don't know if he talking about Angie Stone. I only know he talking about Stones. I don't know because right here they stuck his name in it right here that he was driving. So let's get that right here. This is what it's saying about you. You are labeled as an indie artist, Stone, and is someone who produces and releases music without the background of a major record label, often retaining more creative control and operating with a do-it-yourself ethos. And the reason why ethos, wherever it is, but the reason why I looked at the word, what in the world is the next? Since I'm not into music, I'm into sports and I am to music. Indie artists. I had to look indies or indie. Y'all know what it is. So if you know what it is, you know what it is. So I looked that up because I didn't know what it was. And then it said the independent release. Indie artists are not signed to a major record label, meaning they handle their own recording music and Stone. I remember from the beginning you said don't told them not get confused about what you do with this, but you got to understand that you are a person coming out on internet that they never heard this information from, and they can't just trust you because you say Angie Stone name. She didn't call no name anyway. She said that these are crew. I didn't specifically hear her say, I'm talking about me. I didn't specifically hear her say Paxton, Stone Paxton. If you hear her say that, hey, show me what video. Show me the video. I'm a type of person that I'd like for you to show me like I'm showing you what I see. Now this is what they talk about when you come into about an indie artist. They say this is what you are. You're an indie artist. Okay, you someone who produces and how y'all end up with a team trying to handle and Stone business. And Stone looked like she got out of something and she about to get into something else to me. And it seemed like to me, Stone, I'm not criticizing you. I'm not criticizing you. I'm not bashing you or nothing like that. It seemed like you're a messenger. And the reason why it seems that you're a messenger, because you're bringing things to us. But don't get upset. Because see, at first you wasn't cussing. You wasn't using profanity. But now you are. Before I take this down, this is what it's saying about your independent label. You got your own thing going on, and which is an awesome thing. And I'm gonna give you good luck in whatever you're doing over there. Good luck to you, baby, because you got the tools and the material to do it, and the brain. So I'm not here to bash you, but this is what it's saying about you. Say that you are indie artist. You are an independent artist. And so I just have a question: how did Angie reach out to you? Or did she reach out to somebody else and then they reached out to you? Because I'm from here. You're not. So I'm going to move this. I'm not going to bring it back up. I just want you to go back. I'm about to move this. But I'm going to move this. But I am going to keep it right here for a minute and let y'all hear this. Now the other night, Stone Paxton, I'm not beating up that man. I'm there trying to make him understand. You on the internet, and when you put on the internet, it's the way you put stuff out there. It's the way people gonna look at it. Now I want you to hear this. Now when I listen to this over and over again, you explained something to the people where you were blaming them and say they got it twisted, Stone. And I can understand how they got it twisted. Because you kept using the pronoun she. You didn't have to say no name if you didn't want to. You didn't. You're right. You didn't have to say no name. But right here, hold on for a minute. I want to put it right here because this is the way you're gonna talk. I want you to realize what you said to them. Listen to this. Listen to this. You were talking about that accident. And when you talking about what she said, what he said, what they said, well, you kept saying she. Listen to what you said. Now, I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna come back right here. And I want you to listen to what you told the people.
So she had to get off the phone.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm trying to put it on. Hold on for a minute. Hold on. Trying to put it on this for y'all. And the reason why I'm playing this is because Stone was upset, cussing and everything. I don't wish he don't go that route just because nobody believe him. All right, StreamYARD. Come on, baby. Come on. It's nothing wrong with looking at it. Hold on.
Try not to.
What he's gonna do is tell y'all what happened in that incident. And Stone, you got upset with them people because them people was saying, you were saying that they were giving you false narrative. But you listen to what you said. I record you. And tonight I want to play it back to you so you can know what you said. Because you got to remember, you on the internet. It's different from being on the internet saying stuff and being in a classroom. It's a different me talking in my classroom, in my gym, and on the internet, okay? It's so totally different. Because one is the internet and one is the what? Classroom. Because you were talking about, some people need to be on the back of the bus. Okay, listen to it.
Try not to, my people in my circle sometimes, I might not mention a name, and sometimes I will mention a name. It just depends. But so Juanita texted me and she said her exact.
First of all, you gave a name, Paxton. And I want you to go back and listen to my video. I'm not bashing you. I'm not saying that, but you said this woman's name. You was telling people that y'all want names, and I'm not going to give you no name. But you just said Juanita. You said that, not me. You just gave a lady name. And I'm going to rewind it again. Hold on. You call that girl, you call that lady named Juanita. You said Juanita. I don't know her. You said,
okay, hold on, yeah.
You said Juanita. Okay, I'm going to put this up. I already have pictures of it. All right.
Search for Taylor Brands.
Okay, that's
get
my
that
connection.
LLC next to your business name. Just go to their site. Enter your LLC.
Hold on. The voice y'all about to hear is Stone
Okay,
Paxton.
but y'all can see why he speak. Hold on, y'all. Let me do this then. Okay, let's do it like that. Okay, here we go. Okay, let me make sure y'all can see. Okay. There we go. Okay, here we go. We here. We here. Okay.
Out of the way so that they don't have to deal with the media and people asking them a million questions. Okay? So I don't personally believe he's disappeared or nobody can find him. I believe that's by design. That's my belief, okay? Let's get into the morning of that accident. That morning I got a text from somebody in the circle and they said Angie's dead. And I was like, oh, I was like, what? And I was in disbelief. And then I called her. And actually, this was actually Juanita Wynn. It was Juanita Wynn.
Now, he said Juanita Wynn. We didn't say Juanita Wynn. That's the first time you ever called somebody's name. You wasn't going to say her name. Then you said Juanita Wynn. You said it, Paxton, but you were mad at other people. Okay, now you just said Juanita Wynn. We don't know her. I don't know her. From Dick Tom to hair. But look, listen to this. You said Juanita Wynn.
I try not to, my people in my circle sometimes, I might not mention a name, and sometimes I will mention a name. It just depends. But so Juanita texted me and she said, her exact words, and it was 9 in the morning. So she said, Angie's dead. I was like, damn.
So Juanita called him. That's what you said, Pastor. That Juanita called you and told you Angie was unalive. That's what you said. Not what no other content creator said. You mentioned Juanita's name. We don't know her. I don't. Okay.
But what? And I couldn't believe it, so I was shocked. So I called her, and she said it, and I started crying. She had a whole bunch of calls coming in, so she had to get off the phone. I get another phone call, and that was that said person I was talking about yesterday, right? I mean, the said person I was talking about on part 3 called me.
Now, y'all, he's not talking about Juanita now. He talking about another person they didn't get no name to. Now, so let's not get it confused. He's not talking about Juanita now. He's speaking about somebody else whose name he didn't announce. Okay?
And that said person was talking to me, and everything was still in the mix. The best time to catch something when it's happening is the reason why when police are doing investigations, they can have that first 48 hours because they know all the information is fresh and everything is more organic. They're going to get more straight up answers, people, right? So, mind you, this had just happened. So everybody was in the hospital. So when this said person that's the sleeper cell I was talking about called me, we started talking, and she started telling me about the accident. She started giving me detail. I was like, what happened? And she started telling me. And I was like, damn.
Okay. See, that's why I wanted.
I'm sorry, y'all. That's me.
We're going to react to this because it went to the news quick. It's fast. Hold on, guys.
Telling me, and I was like, damn. And I started asking questions, well, who was it? And who was sitting where and where, and the details started to unfold. And certain things didn't make sense to me even right then, even to her. She was saying to me, something don't make sense. She even told me that later on, I'll talk about But anyway, so she's telling me what happened, and I'm like, dang, that's crazy. And you know, this person got hurt, everybody else is alive, Angie's gone. I said, damn, that's weird. I was like, it's kind of weird. I said, damn, Angie's the only person that passed away yet. So she was like, yeah. She's like, and she was saying that stories didn't match. That one person was saying this, somebody said they had held Angie. The other person said they were the ones that held Angie.
Okay, y'all, he didn't give y'all a name. On that second person, he didn't give a name. On the first person, he said Juanita. I just don't want y'all to get confused. He didn't tell y'all no name who's telling them, who gave him information on what happened on the van. He didn't give y'all that person name. So that's why he was upset, because he didn't tell y'all Juanita told him that in the hospital. No, she didn't. He didn't. He's speaking on another something else, and they did not. He didn't give a name, y'all. He did. I ain't taking for him. They want facts.
Y'all hear that? And see what I'm doing, y'all, is reacting to what he's saying. That's suspicious, what he's saying, because he getting two type of information. One person said they hold Angie. One person said they held Angie. So who in the heck held Angie? I'm gonna tell you what I think happened when he finished, and it's gonna freak y'all out. But the lady who told him about it was there. She the one told him where everybody was sitting at. Now, his information is factual because he's part of the team. Hold on, y'all.
You were the ones that held Angie, was like lifted her up or something like that, man.
So they lift somebody. Hey, baby, how you doing? So somebody lift her up. Somebody in the van. Okay, she laying on this person. This person right here was laid on our way to eat. Oh, okay. Y'all have fun, okay? I'll tell you something. I said hello. So this person lift the person up. This person lift the person up. Okay, y'all, let's keep going. Y'all listen to what he's saying.
You were the ones that held Angie, was like lifted her up or something like that, man. And I was like, well, what's the story? And she was just like, I don't know. She said, nobody know. First of all, she said, everybody in the band didn't know anything. She said, well, they can't remember nothing. That's what she said. She said, well, nobody can remember anything. And I said, well, dang.
That don't even make sense what he just said. He just said they were holding Angie. They were holding the other person. She held Angie. That don't make sense what he just said. Some people listen, y'all.
Words, and it was 9 in the morning. So she said, Angie's dead. And I was like, damn. I was like, what? And I couldn't believe it, so I was shocked. So I called her. And she said it, and I started crying. She had a whole bunch of calls coming in, so she had to get off the phone. I get another phone call, and that was that said person I was talking about yesterday, right? I mean, the said person I was talking about on part 3 called me, and that said person was talking to me, and everything was still in the mix. You know, the best time to catch something when it's happening is the reason why when police are doing investigations, they can have that first 48 hours because they know all the information is fresh and everything is more organic. They're going to get more straight up answers from people, right? So, mind you, this shit just happened. So everybody was at the hospital. So when this said person that's the sleeper cell I was
He keep calling her the sleeper call. I think he said the sleeper call.
Telling me about the accident. She started giving me detail. I was like, what happened? And she started telling me. And I was like, damn. And I started asking questions. Well, who was it? You know, and who was what? Who was sitting where? And where, you know? And the details started to unfold. And certain things didn't make sense to me, even right then, even to her. She was saying to me, something don't make sense. She even told me that well, later on, I'll talk about that. But anyway, so she's telling me what happened, and I'm like, dang, that's just kind of crazy. And, you know, this person got hurt, everybody else is alive, Angie's gone. I said, damn, that's weird. I was like, it's kind of weird. I said, damn, Angie's the only person that passed away yet. So she was like, yeah. She's like, and she was saying that stories didn't match. That one person was saying this, somebody said they had held Angie. The other person said they were the ones that held Angie.
You see that, y'all? This person said,
This whole time, I'm crying at full speed. I'm crying at level 10, you guys. I'm screaming. I'm honestly like, I haven't cried like this since my mom passed and my dad. So she said, Charles, I said, I don't give up. I didn't care who was hearing me cry. And so she steps outside, I think, or outside of the area where anybody can hear her talking. She said, yeah, and the driver's acting kind of weird and stuff. That's to somebody's eyes.
okay. The driver is acting kind of weird. She's mentioned something about his eyes. Okay, I saw two things just then. Well, I seen that a man had been in an accident, and then I see the other one.
To me, I said, I wonder why she would tell me that.
Right.
So
See, was she?
It shocked me. I was like, well, damn, where did that come from? Like, just, I didn't expect to hear that. So I was like, damn, that's kind of weird. Now, it didn't dawn on me at that moment what that person said to me, but I still found it to be strange that that person said that to me. I said, damn, I wonder why she would tell me that.
Right.
So I was like, all right, cool. Fast forward to the next day, I'm getting other calls and stuff really sharp when I find out this said person was the one that set up the whole, getting the sprinter. Right?
Hold on. Yeah.
See, yeah, he didn't get no name. I just want y'all to know. I'm gonna stop this one, and y'all can go check it out on my channel. It's called Angie's Sprinter Van. Didn't simply decide to flip. You can go back and listen to that. But I just want to get to that point right there before I get into my content for today. It clarified that he didn't get. He said the first name he said was the other lady name. You go back and listen. I'm trying to remember nobody's name. Somebody at the door, kid. Kid, check the front door. Hold on, y'all. I know she hear me. I'm sorry. That was her, I said. Okay, y'all. So what I want to do here is he didn't mention a person name. On that video that y'all heard, he didn't mention nobody's name, okay? He did. He did. He said that girl, the first name he mentioned was, what her name? Okay, her name. I want y'all to remember.
Okay. There we go. Okay, here we go. We here.
The first name he mentioned was.
Out of the way so that they don't have to deal with the media and people asking them a million questions. Okay? So, I don't personally believe he's disappeared. Nobody can find him. I believe that's by design. That's my belief. Okay. Let's get into the morning of that accident. That morning, I got a text from somebody in the circle, and they said Angie's dead. And I was like, oh, I said, what? And I was in disbelief. And then I called her, and actually, this was actually Juanita Wynn. It was Juanita Wynn.
Okay, that's the name. Okay, then I'm about to lead us along. Juanita Wynn. The only thing he used Juanita Wynn name, y'all. I just want to straighten that out. He did not say Juanita Wynn was the girl at the hospital that told him stuff. He didn't say that the girl Juanita Wynn was the one. He didn't say Juanita Wynn was the person that told him things. So yeah, I just wanted to clarify that for him. Okay, so now let's go to today's. So go back and look at this video, y'all. What I'm saying, this is how lies get out. I just want to show proof. I'm about to delete this right now. This is what they said that Stone Paxton was driving the van. See how the media lied. They said Stone, the driver of the cargo was Stone Paxton. It wasn't no cargo. It was a Sprinter van. So we land right here. It is said the Mercedes Benz Sprinter. So you see how information get tricked. That's all I want y'all to see before I move. It didn't even give us clarify who the driver was. Okay, so I want to clear his name on that situation right there. How lies get out, not from y'all, from social media. So I just don't want him to get no headache dealing with social. So now I want to react to Stone Paxton video about the anonymous Instagram message. And so what I'm gonna do, let him speak all the way through so y'all won't get confused, okay? And then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do my reaction to what he said. Okay. So I'm gonna respect him. I like to respect people, whether they tell the truth or not. I just like to respect people.
To have a conversation with you guys about correcting some of the things that people seem to be taking and twisting from the last video. Make sure you hashtag justice for Angie Stone. I want all of you guys to let's keep this movement going. Justice for Angie Stone. Hashtag it if you post a picture of Angie Stone. Make sure you hashtag justice for Angie Stone. If you do a video, pull one of Angie Stone's videos from somewhere. Hashtag justice for Angie Stone or anything. Make sure you hashtag justice for Angie Stone. Now let's get started on this, because I said I was going to reveal a police report, and that's what I'm going to do in this video. And I'm going to explain to you why and what this is about. My thing of speaking on this subject with Angie, I'll cover a few things. I've been noticing some bloggers that seem to take what I say and regurgitate it. And for the most, they've been pretty transparent with how they've been handling my content and sharing it. But it's the narrative that they spin on my content. And I don't know if they're doing this because they just want to have a really juicy story. I don't know if they're doing this because they just don't have nothing to talk about. I'm not quite sure. I'm a speaker. I've been speaking all my life. I've been in the entertainment industry all my life. I know how to talk to people. I can talk on any subject, and I can take that subject and we can have a long conversation about it, right? But I'm just noticing that they'll play my stuff. They might say some good stuff in the beginning, but by the conversation, they bring people on their show name. Am I disappointed in that? Absolutely not. Not really. But here's my thing. For those, my mother used to say something to me. She used to say, if you're not a genius, son, ability and capabilities, they don't have to write anything down. This is what my mother used to tell me, right? And I love my mom. She was incredible. But she said anything down. So she said the people that will write things down are the people that see things about these people that might not be quite on point. Their comprehension is horrible, and they're not geniuses, so they have to write it down. So I say to people, listen, if you can't, if you're gonna misquote me, or if you're going to change the narrative of what I'm saying up, at least quote me right. At least quote what I say. The things I see, to turn that on me. You see,
stop this. Get your eyes out the chat. The one thing that you do and you shouldn't do on social media is look at the chat. See, I'm a people person. You can cuss me out, talk about me behind my back. It won't hurt me. But with you, you even though you work with people, you work with music folks. You ain't work with people like me. Negative, odd, weird, all them kind of people. And I don't pay them no attention. But internet, I don't pay them no attention. You do. If you're gonna talk to the people, you need to keep your eyes out the chat and say what you got to say. Because what you're doing is the chat is distracting your thoughts. It's not the people, but you got people that really like me and some content creator, they are listening to you, but you can't get upset when they speak their mind and their thoughts of what you are saying, baby. You don't get out the chat. Stop looking at that chat when you're speaking. That's why I'm glad that I don't have a great big old channel, because I will have mods to talk to them. I don't have time looking at chat. The worst thing, the scenario for you to do is stop worrying about what people say in the chat. You're looking at it now. You're looking at it now. Get your eyes out the chat, man. You can either turn your check out, turn it off, or don't look at it. If you look at it, you're going to get distracted. This is social media. You can't boss them. You can't tell them what to do, but you can block them. Now, don't, it's not you, sweetie. Don't get upset. It's not you. That's how internet is different from when you were making music back in the days. I know, because I was back in the days with you. You didn't, a lot of stuff that we was taught to type on the computer without looking at. We were used to typing on typewriters without looking at. That's why I make mistakes sometimes, because when I type, I don't look at the keyboard. When my young children and young people type, they type looking at the keyboard, and I can't understand. I can't type like that. I'm not used to texting, because texting is different. So don't get upset. Stop talking about the people and make people think. Let them think. Don't get mad. It's still you on the internet, and the way you spreading the news on the internet is not going to be the same way if you're in a classroom. So start dogging the people out. Start cussing, because you weren't doing that at first. Now you don't change into a monster. They turning you to a monster. Don't change, Paxton. Just keep on being the person you are, the producer that you are, the independent artist that you are. Baby, don't worry about them, okay? Please don't.
information. Why don't you guys go on their channel? And why don't you, maybe all of you guys are in cahoots.
I'm not going to go on nobody else's platform. And you don't do that. See what you're saying? You telling the content creator, okay, I'm going to use me. You telling me to go on somebody else's platform and cuss them out just because they said something wrong about you. No, I can do like I'm doing now. Put it on my platform and hope that they read it. I can't control nobody else's platform. They're going to block me. You don't do that. You can't do that. You want people to take up for you. And I'm not taking up for you. I'm just explaining, make everybody understand what you're saying, sweetie. No, that's not how I go on the internet. That's how I don't care how long you've been on the internet, but that's not how it goes. You can't tell nobody to go over there and fight with their narrative, with your narrative. Leave it alone and say what you got to say on your platform. Now, see, if YouTube and all these different companies stop what they doing and won't give y'all a free platform, then what y'all gonna say? Nothing. Go find another job. So start worrying about what somebody else saying on their platform and say what you want on your platform, because that's not my job to go attack nobody on another platform because I believe in what you say. That's wrong. Wrong is wrong. So you wrong for getting that information out like that. All that Kahoot listening, stop it. Stop it. Kahoot, we use that when we in our class, in the classroom. Stop it. They are educated, and they are educated on the network where I'm not educated. If I were educated like these young people on this internet, on the internet, I would have a better channel than I have. But if the research, informational, I'm good. Don't tell nobody to do that, man. And don't be telling them now, y'all not going to go over their channel because why don't you go over there? Why don't you pull up on them? You the head man, you pull up on them. You got a problem, you do it.
And I've been on the YouTube a long time.
There you go.
I get it. I'm a content creator too. I just don't create content like this. It never was my thing. I mean, I actually do talk about certain subjects, but I talk about things a little bit more intellectually defined. You know what I'm saying? I don't get into a lot of messy stuff. When I do have conversations, it's on an education point of view to person, something they can use and take and run with it and make themselves.
I do that. I'm a health educator, health education in PE. I could tell you stuff about the way you're doing stuff in the gym. My channel used to be in the gym. So I can't stop it. Stop it. That's what you like. Don't mean that they like that. Paxton, come on. You just spoil writing. You just spoil. Somebody don't spoil you. Yeah, I don't know who spoiled you, but you is spoiled. It's not your way, baby. It's not your way on your channel, but everybody different from you. But I can understand you because I'm a PE teacher. I'm and a track coach. So I'm not good on the internet, but I know what you're saying. I know I'm a health educator. I'm certified to teach health, but music, you can't do that. If don't nobody believe you, you can't go over their channel and say, "Oh, you don't believe me. I did it." You can't do that. Calm down, okay, sweetie, and just go ahead on and deal with your content. And if you don't, and somebody come and disrespect you, block them, sweetie. You so nice. You're a nice racer, God, please.
The world and the earth. I don't usually get into content that doesn't really matter. The reason why I'm talking about what I'm talking about now is because Angie is important to me.
There you go, reading the text.
And so her legacy must be kept alive through the truth. When you guys are spinning narratives on this stuff, you're actually killing the information. You might think that you're not, and you might think because I'm not mentioning names that I am doing something wrong. But I'm not.
And I just told them at the beginning, I ain't gonna remember her name because that's not my job to remember nobody's name. My job is to relax and calm and don't put things on my brain because I don't have to remember that lady name. But if you go back and look at my content, you can tell. But now you're talking about people. You're talking about the negative people. You're not talking about the positive people. Don't get it confused. You said you've been on the internet for a long time, right? It don't seem like it. It don't seem like it. We are detected in our own minds. We are on a jury. We're just like detectives. A lot of us, the community is detectives. I have plenty of detectives to be on my channel. You got some on your channel, but you don't know it. You just need to keep talking. They they watching you too. Just keep talking. They watching you like they watching. They be on my channel too. They be on my channel. I don't care if I have one person, no people over here. They are listening to me because I have good thoughts. We all, everybody on here is a detective. They are good detectives. They're bad detectives. They are great detectives. They are not so great detectives. And that's how you do, Mr. Good with the ugly and the ugly with the bad. And then would you choose what makes sense? So we all are detectives. But that's not your job to tell them what to say. But when you put a narrative out there, they're going to run with it. You're talking about Angie Stone. You're talking about a lady that I go on Tuesday and Wednesday night and do karaoke on. And you're not the only one care about Angie. We all care about Angie in our own way. And I hope you see this. I just hope you listen. This y'all don't listen to older people. That's my job. That's why I ain't going nowhere. I'm not. Because I ain't here for no numbers. You think I'm talking for nothing? I'm talking for some.
Work for the Attorney General. So what do we? And for those that
Information for people that it ain't gonna do us no good. You'll be surprised. You keep talking. You keep talking like you talking. The information gonna mean well. So put the narrative out there, baby. We gonna get you on YouTube. Oh, baby, we coming for you. Yabba dabba do. But I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm saying that you said that. So y'all got the information. Now what y'all gonna do? Y'all ain't gonna do nothing about it. I'm gonna tell you something. The information is going to help the detective, investigators. Trust me, I don't spoke to some that on my channel, but I didn't know they was I figured they was investigators until other people came in and they left. And I got witness for that. So you can't say it's not your job. Y'all can't control. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Music industry, y'all cannot control us on the computer, on the internet. Y'all would never control us on social media. You will never get that chance anymore. What y'all did to them people on the outside, Whitney Houston, all that stuff, manipulate them and their mind stuff, it would never happen to us. So get out your mind thinking that people gonna believe everything that you say, and say what you need to say and go on by your business and run with it. These people can say whatever they want to say on social media. You can't tell them what to say. You put that narrative out there, they about to attack you with it. All right, now you can run your channel, but you can't run nobody else's channel. Paxton, you didn't come on YouTube this way. You didn't come on YouTube. They asking you a question. What's wrong? People are supposed to ask you questions. That's what your teacher say at the end of the end. Do anybody have any questions on your job when y'all at a meeting? Do anyone have any questions? Anyone have any questions? If they keep on asking you questions, okay, do anybody else have any more questions? Why you getting an attitude because somebody asked you, how do you know? I mean, you asking them, you gonna respond to them negative. How you know I didn't talk to the police? No, they asking you, did you talk to a police? Because you're not giving them no information. That's what they're gonna ask you, baby. You're doing a good job, but stop looking at your chat. Come on, man. Come on. Y'all got to stop being spoiled and having y'all way. If somebody asks you a good question, they say, have you talked to? It's just like us trying to find out what happened to them twins. We really don't have no scenario to run with. We just have a little bit, and we are struggling, and we have to put our own investigation together. This just like writing a research paper. So calm down. You need to calm down. It ain't the people, it's you.
Called me, and this is my issue with this whole thing. When I spoke to the
I was still teaching PE and health. Why did that detective call you? You said that detective called you. Why would the detective call you, Paxton? Why would the detective call you? Listen to what you just said. To you and us, you just another person trying to find out. You left your number. Why don't you tell them that I left my number with a detective? See, you don't word yourself right on social media. You make it seem like I don't want you to get your feeling hurt. I don't want you to think I'm attacking you. I don't want you to think that. I'm not that kind of person. I don't like to attack nobody. What I'm trying to say is, just like you said, the detective contact me. Why don't you say, well, I left a number with detective something, and they called me back that day. But you acting like what you just said, the way I took it from the Alabama detective call you. Like, I'm like, why they call you? How they get your phone number? So you need to make yourself clear, boo. You got to make yourself clear. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Please. Seem like a nice person.
Now, I'm not saying that I have disrespect for the detective, but it's like this guy didn't get it. When he called me and he was asking me questions, and I'm listening to him talk, and I start saying, well, damn, I could do his job. This guy really didn't get it. And then to go and ask me for
Pastor, they didn't just call you. They ain't just call you out the thin air because they don't know you. The detective don't know you. On the way they know you, if you gave them their number, you gave them your number to call them. You did that, or someone else gave them. That's their job to ask you to get what you can get. Y'all think they sleep with y'all? These detectives don't sleep with y'all. They don't know y'all. So y'all got to get them. Y'all think that when somebody go missing like that, y'all think they supposed to say, okay. Wait. No, y'all got to give them something to run with. Y'all want somebody. What's wrong with y'all people? Y'all want people to figure out y'all ass. Tell the detective a little something so they can have something wrong. What you think they? Oh, I just want answers. I want answers. I want to know why this and why that. Hell, they don't know you. You got to get them something to work with. So that's why they ask you that. And then you're going to tell them you do your job. Why you talking to them like that? And you just say you were for Angie. If you were for Angie, you'll get them information about Angie or what you heard. You ain't got to leave no name. You could do what you're doing to us, Paxton. I think you're doing a little bit too much. You doing too much. But you good, though. I don't want you to, because I left a message in your text. I don't want you to be mad at me, though. I'm not attacking you. I'm just saying, calm down. If you ask the investigator something, you got to be able to get them something to run with, baby. They don't know y'all people.
what I know. I'm going to give you what I know. But it's not my job to go out and get you, sir, information. So for those of you asking me, did I speak to the police or somebody contacted me, but it just didn't seem to me, and I'm only telling you how I feel. It didn't seem like this person really was too concerned, although this person,
Well, why you think? Okay, but why you think they weren't concerned if they just told you it was serious? These people serious, man. These people serious like you serious. Oh, I don't think the detective serious. Yes, hell, they are serious. Just because you have feelings, you put your feelings in this. They don't know Angie Stone to put their feeling into Angie Stone. But you claim that you close to her. They don't know Angie like that. They got to put their feeling, that kind of feeling that you put in that feeling. The feeling that you put into Angie Stone is not going to be the same kind of feeling they're going to put into their investigation. Okay?
I didn't personally feel like this detective was taking the information he asked me serious, right? Because when you're dealing with a case, any little information matters, right? You guys agree with that, right? So, did I speak with someone? Did somebody contact me? Absolutely, keep spinning narratives on what I'm saying.
See, now you skipping. Now you skipping. First talk about the police. Now you talking about your narrative. You got to calm down. Look at you reading the text. I told you not to read the texts. Stop reading text. Why you reading? I'm so glad I ain't got nobody in my text. When I have my 5 and 6 and 10 people, I'd be so happy. I don't have text with a lot of people in it. I can't read all that stuff. I'm so glad my text like this is. I'm glad my chat like this is. I can remember when Charles and White used to say, look at y'all talking. Y'all just talking. They don't do nothing be texting. They just be texting. I don't need all that in my chat because this confusion. I love my chat like it is. I love it. Because it'll get a person an opportunity to come in and explain themselves about a case. A lot of people want to get somebody. You saying that it doesn't matter to the text. Yes, it does. Look at you reading the text. Yes, it does matter with them the what happened on it to Angie Stone. They ain't got to care about Angie Stone like the way you care about her. Look at you reading. Watch you come back and say something different.
I know I'm not your typical content creator like what you guys do. I'm in the music industry. I'm really in the music industry. Like, for instance, this particular
I just told y'all that, didn't I? Then I just said he's in the music, stay in the music. Stop worrying about these folks. Now he looking at his phone. They trying to tell him the same thing I'm telling him to calm down. He gonna have a nerve breakdown. You'll have a nerve breakdown on him. If you worry about what people say, you better not. Hey, what is that? The song said, don't worry about what the people say. All right.
come on her channel and speak about codes. This woman knows nothing about codes. I heard her talk, and I was like, why is it always the people that know nothing about the music industry that want to speak about the inner workings of it? This girl was saying stuff like, oh, well, you get your attorney, and you can do that, and you contact BMI, and you do. I know all about that. I've been an artist for a long time. If you've been an artist for a long time, then you share the proper information. An attorney to get codes. You don't need an attorney to even go and grab a song. If it gets to be a bit much, as far as like when it came to Angie's songs, it was a lot of stuff that was really messed up. Let me explain to you guys about how that works so you understand. So, for the ones that are not geniuses, I want you to take out a piece of paper right now because I don't want you to take my narrative and misquote it. So get a piece of paper right now. I'll give you a moment to gather a pen and paper so I can give you the breakdown of how this code thing works. Because a girl that got on the show, and I'm not going to mention the show. I don't get into mentioning, people's names. So I'm not going to mention the show. But there was a girl on the show and she was talking. She'll know what she's talking about. She said so many things that she wasn't wrong, but she definitely wasn't right. She
ain't said that she right and turn around and say she wrong and turn around and say she was right. You can't do that because you was an independent artist. You did background singing and a lot of little independent. You was independent. She can't be right and wrong like you saying. See, you got to hear what you saying. She wasn't right because she was right. She was wrong. She can't be right and wrong. You even said, just came out your mouth, said she was right. Calm down. You got to breathe. You got to breathe, relax, drop your shoulder, get you some water, and have fun on the internet. I having so much fun. It's just so innocent because I ain't on my job no more. So what you doing now is going to stress the hell out of them twists on your head. And I'm serious. Now you talking about somebody else. Why are you talking about them? I thought you were going to talk about, come on, let's get to the anonymous stuff.
And you do this and do that. It don't take all that shit.
Why you cussing?
Right now, if you gave me 300 of your songs, I can show you how to register those songs and get you an ISRC and a UPC, and you never have to pay a dime. Every day. I do this every single day. You understand what I'm saying? So, to the lady that has the platform, you're allowing people to come on your platform. I would come on your platform who don't even have the knowledge of the music.
Stone. That's her platform, baby. That's not your platform. You just said that she be right what she's saying. And then you turn around and say she be wrong what she's saying. Stay off of other people's platform if you don't agree, just stay off of her platform. You can't tell her you can't tell her how to control her platform. You can't tell her who to invite on her platform. That's her platform. You run your platform. That's what's wrong with my people today. They always trying to tell each other what to do. You can't tell nobody what to do. You worrying about what somebody else say on their platform. Why are you looking over there? See, you can look on mine. I appreciate you looking on mine. Oh, I wonder why people ain't in the chat. I don't need no people in my chat to make me good because I'm certified and qualified. So why would I worry? Huh? There you go, reading the texts again. People don't have that the person who she invited to her channel don't have knowledge in the music industry. That is so good. Because we don't want that kind of knowledge that y'all have years ago in the music industry. Because y'all have destroyed a lot of people and a lot of people's lives. That's good. These young people should be able to rap without dying. Singing without being poisoned. Control. You ain't going to be able to control. You're not going to be able to control YouTube, social media. So you can go somewhere else with that, okay? It's different. Y'all used to being controllers. But you ain't going to be able to control nobody on this social media. Control and run your own channel. You're blessed. Now do your thing, baby. Do your thing. And I'm going to wish you luck.
Speak about the music. I know it's rather controversy, and hey, and that's cool. I dig that. Whatever works for you works for you. But, and by the way, I appreciate you sharing my content, but I don't like how people spin it because we're hurting this situation more than helping. So you go there and you try to tear the messenger down. You're not really helping the Angie movement.
You can't tell people what to do, babe. When you put that information out there, you put the information out there, okay? You can't tell nobody how to show information, okay? You can't tell nobody how to. It's so many people. Everybody different in the world. People are going to think differently. People are going to think different. Do your thing, baby. Keep doing your thing, what you doing, okay? And stop worrying what the people say. Let me put my picture back up there. Let me put my pretty face back up there. See, you worry about what the people say. I don't. Because I know I'm good. I know I'm good at what I do. You know you good with what you do. Start worrying about the ones who don't want help, baby. If they don't want no help, ain't nothing you can do about it, right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Cause you know your music. Shoot, man, keep doing your thing with your music. Look at all that equipment you got.
Much as you might think you are, it's just a whole bunch of just blah 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 blah.
Yabba dabba blah blah. It's yabba dabba do. It's not blah 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 blah. I'm on your team, mate. I'm on your team, Stone. I'm on your team. Don't believe that. I'm just trying to help you though. But it's yabba dabba do, not blah 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 blah.
Just a record, right? The codes work this way. The codes are strictly for registering data as well as download data of songs or albums. You understand? Also, when you register that, it allows the album to also be tracked via radio. So if this album charts on radio, you'll know that radio as well with the ISRC and the UPC. You understand what I'm saying? You're able to know what that record is doing.
That's why I got out the mutes and stuff. Because I always wanted to sing. But you ain't making no money. You making sense. Like cents. CENTS. You're not making no money, but the producer, the label is making money. You ain't making nothing. And I'm not about to waste my time rapping. I got a video over here now. I've never rap. I've been stopped when I did that. We was just doing gig at the clubs. But now what I do karaoke. No, y'all ain't nobody getting none of my money. What y'all think happened to Left Eye? What do y'all really think happened to Left Eye in that car accident? Car accident? And the Stone car accident. Other people was in the car with Left Eye when she flipped over in that Jeep. Guess what? They didn't die. She the only one died. That's the same thing happened to Angie Stone. Remember that, y'all. What happened to Left Eye, the same thing happened to Angie Stone. They stole from, like Angie Stone was telling y'all she didn't want to use steel, so since she didn't want to use steel, I want to steal. They did TLC, both been multi-million billionaires. But it don't work like that. It go by what he just said. They the one making the money on that end. But honey, TLC, y'all know they whole album, they did them wrong. And then they made a song, Don't Go Chasing Waterfall. Y'all need to listen to that song. That song is a message. That song is giving y'all a message. Y'all not listening to what these people saying in their music. Just like Angie Stone. No more rain in this cloud. No more pressure. She ain't got nothing else to worry about. See, song music back then makes sense. They tell a story. These song music they making now, it putting them locked up or either shoot out. Y'all got to understand that about music now. Music now is different from music then. Music then was the best music. That's why TLC ain't never gonna die. That song, what I need from you is understanding. We communicate. Listen to what I say. Guess what? It will never. You always think about your man or your woman. And let's get it on, Marvin Gaye. Oh, all the old songs are live that my children played. My children in their 30s now, they play that music in the band. So y'all just got to understand that music was better than back then. Back then, music was good. Music now don't really tell the story, but the fight, shoot.
So the shit she was saying about, oh, copyright office, and that's for copyright. There's a few different things we're dealing with here: copyright, publishing, mechanical. So she was just kind of fly out her mouth, and I don't know if she wants to feel like she knows everything with music, but baby girl, I'm gonna tell you, you don't. Straight up. Maybe I need to have artists come on my show and.
That's why artists is in trouble now. Y'all want to come to the internet. Y'all trying to come off the street to the internet and tell these people what to do. They ain't falling for it.
Educate. I educate artists. That's what I do. I speak at music conferences. This is what I do. All my life, 42 years of it. So don't spend the narrative of you don't know about. Now, let's get into the code thing. Once again, UPC. You get both when you're registering albums. With Angie'S situation, you guys, and understand, because I heard you guys talking about the whole code guy thing that I mentioned. Before we came along, reiterate that, before we came along and took over, let's just say this, before we took over Angie'S business of collecting the publishing, it was already a mess.
I believe.
Already a mess, you guys.
I believe.
That guy was already there. When we showed up on the scene, he was there.
Y'all, what he's saying is true. Angie Stone ain't just start messing up, y'all. These just for the new people who in their 30s and their 40s. Y'all, the ones in their late 40s, y'all should know this. Y'all should know that. She been financially in trouble a long time ago. I don't know what Angie should have had somebody handling her money. She wasn't even supposed to be in a situation like this. But if you don't have the right people working with you, then that you supposed to have somebody work with you. Angie was already messed up before he came in there. He just got himself trying to do something to rebuild her, to help her.
He was already there. So all that weird shit you're saying to the girl that was on the show. So
now, Paxton, you ain't now. Why you cussing that girl out? I hope you see my video. All that cussing don't scare nobody. Why you cussing that woman out? Men's not supposed to do that. Why you cussing? You didn't when you first started, you wasn't even using profanity. Why you cussing now? The devil coming out of you now. You better tell that devil, get out of here. Don't you tell that devil go somewhere. We got you fussing.
Respect. Know what you're talking about. Know what you're talking about. I understand you don't know me and you say you don't trust me. And I'm not on here trying to make friends. I'm not on here trying to make new friends. I'm not on here. I got enough friends. I don't need any more.
Need them.
I'm not on YouTube trying to win nobody over. I can give a damn about if a person follows me or not. I can give a damn if a person does whatever, because I'm not on here to please it. Remember that. So don't spend a narrative on something that is the truth because you don't understand it. Don't spend the narrative on something that is the truth because you want me to give you a name. Y'all fucking around with this bullshit name stuff. Like y'all really tripping off a name. Like there's so much other shit y'all could be doing. Like let's do a rally or some shit about this.
Why you cussing?
All the bloggers could come together and meet in a place and do something special for Angie.
Girl, you see I'm on him.
But all this back and forth and y'all not.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, baby. Don't worry about the devil busy. So don't worry about that. Let them talk and you keep on doing what you're doing. Because you're doing an awesome job over there. Look at all that music stuff in there. I want you to do a favor for me. I'm going to email you. See, You worry about them, and then I need your help. I need your help to do something, Paxton, before you explode and disappear.
Shame on you because you're actually hurting the movement for Angie. You're not helping this shit. Y'all just talking for views. Y'all just talking for clickbait, whatever the fuck is going on. That's what you're doing.
Don't worry about. I want you to get to the text messages. You too nice to be talking like that, man. Don't be letting these fools.
He wasn't as you guys.
Hold on, y'all. I'm going to get to the texts. Here we go. I want him to talk to y'all about that right now.
Excuse me. Her and Angie have come together to work on some kind of documentary called Seven, something like that, right? And she was the executive producer. She said she was putting the money up. And I said, okay. Okay, cool. She sent me a text. Now, this girl had been calling my phone. I didn't know who it was. Calling. Sending messages in Instagram, calling. And I was like, man, who is this? And I read it. And I didn't trust her. Because I felt initially like it might have been somebody trying to, like, you can't troll me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 55 years old. You're not going to be able to just troll me out. You understand what I'm saying? I'm charged. I didn't speak to this girl on the phone for 2 days. And then finally, I allowed her to call me. But when she called me, she said some weird shit. She started talking to me. She said she had a lot to tell me. Screenshot said is this. I'm only going to tell you what it said. Betty, when she sent it to me, I was shocked. So I say to her, why would somebody want to hurt you? Right? She said, why can I talk? I want to talk now.
Hold up. Let's go look at this text. It said at 11:47 p.m. on March the 17th, before my birthday, March the 18th, we took Angie out. You're next. Oh, that's scary. Wow, who taxed him dead? And then on the 20th, they said tick tock at 10:56. Y'all need to stop playing with that man like that. See, he take y'all so serious. Look. Look. They did take her out on March the 7th, but they could have beat Mark and her.
When she hurt you, I want to talk to you on the
So
phone.
right there on the text where he said, please forgive me for any typos. I know that right because I can't type. I can't read anything right now. But I will give you all of the details surrounding Angie and I's relationship when you call tomorrow, as well as any other information that you would like to know. Then he said, okay, well, I have people that can look that number up if you need until we speak. And then she said, yes, please. Okay.
And I was like, okay, call me. When she called me, she immediately started talking for a little bit, and then she said, can I get my dad on the phone? That alarmed me because if you spend 3 or 4 days trying to get a hold of me and say you had all this stuff to tell me, and then immediately you want to get your call. So I was like, nah.
And then why she want to get her dad and she older girl? Why she got to put her dad? Maybe her dad is somebody she can clarify her. She must be a young girl. That would have sounded like.
All of a sudden, and I guess she was gonna put her dad on the phone. Like I said, I didn't know if it was her father or not. I was just like, I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on. So it hung up. I was like, hey, that
Set
was
up.
So she texted me back. She said, I apologize. My phone hung up. And then I get a text. I get a call from a Detroit number. It was her father. I listened to the message. And he said, my daughter, you know, did she explain to you this? Did she tell you that? I apologize. You know, the phone hung up. I told her that, you know, it's you probably think it's weird that she's reaching out to you. And everything he said, I had thought. I finally decided to call her. But I had a friend of mine call her because I didn't want my number to show up, right? In case she was on something or up to something, right? So my friend called her, and I talked to her, right? And we were chopping it up, and she told me that somebody threatened her life. I told her, I know, I saw the text. I said, but why would they want to do that? I didn't go to the first funeral, but I went to the second funeral. And she said, I know things. She didn't tell me what I'm still trying to make sense of it, you guys. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. I am only sharing the information. This is why I'm going to show you the text. So specifically, why do you want to share?
This is what the girl shared with him. She said, thank you so much, Mr. Paxton, for opening the lines of communication for us. I am currently working with a detective here in Atlanta concerning what I previously mentioned to you. Please give me a call as soon as you can. I will make it brief. Thank you again so much for anything. And then he said, have I spoken to you before? He like me, shoot, he don't remember. Don't nobody want to be just remembering on one thing. Got too much to remember. No, Mr. Paxton, unfortunately, we never had the pleasure of speaking, but I do urgently need to speak with you. If you would allow, I am open to and willing to answer all your questions as well. I appreciate your response. And then down here at the bottom, it said, oh Lord, don't start, Lanita. Don't start, Miss. Okay. Hold on, y'all. And then said, let me ask you a question. That's what he said. What's your purpose of sharing information with me? I ask everyone calling me this question. Yes, sir, no problem. I am actually reaching out to you at the request of the detective. Wait, that ain't true.
This information with me. And she was talking to me like she had spoken to me, and that's what bothered me. I was like, I've never talked to you. I've never, I thought she might have been part of the three other, men and some other people.
Probably is.
Anonymous people that had hit me up, right? I thought she was part of that, right? But it wasn't. She was somebody brand new. And literally, I'm getting people every day.
How you know?
Me all kinds of shit. You kind of got to be careful with what you take in. I don't like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know what was going on. You can't come in my inbox and tell me some shit that I don't already know, especially about the business I have with Angie. So the other shit that people have been telling me, excuse my language if I'm cussing, because I don't, but for the sake of this,
can you please
like,
stop?
my point across, so it's just coming out. But I wasn't really concerned with the stuff she was saying, but when she said that screenshot and what it said, I said, damn, I'm gonna post it and I'll let you guys read it.
We took Angie out.
I was shocked. So I don't know, you guys. Tell me what your thoughts of this message that this girl screenshot for me. And I'm gonna show you so you see that she actually
Wow, doing too much in Angie's stuff.
It was on the 17th, and she went to the police department. I think on the 22nd. You'll see in the police report the date. I have to cover her father's name up, this stuff. But she went to the police department and she filed a police report as a threat that somebody made a threat on her life. You know what I mean? So you guys tell me what you think about this.
I tell you what I'm thinking.
She reached out to me. She said she didn't trust any other bloggers. I asked her, how come you didn't just go online and do it yourself? And she said she saw my video and she said I had worked with Angie as well as herself. So she wanted to share within the
Wait a minute, you said as just as well as yourself. They seem like you work with her. That what you just said, then? You said as well as herself that you work with her. See, y'all got to watch what y'all say around me because I be listening to every little piece of sentences come out your mouth. And when you said you ain't said yes, you did, I'd be like, yes, you did. You said it. And I'll play it back and let you what you said. You just said Angie's as well as herself. So she wanted to share it with the circle. Why are you the only one out the circle speaking? Is you the boss of the circle? I'm just asking questions. That's the way that girl talking is. She part of the circle to me. She part of y'all circle. That's what I think. You ask me what I think. She part of your circle.
Could have took that to another blogger. Could have took that to somebody, another content creator, but she wanted to bring that to me. So I want you to take a look at this. You guys, your thoughts. For all those that think that your comprehension is just not that good.
On social media, they come from different places, different facilities, different places, real at home in different buildings and stuff. You don't know what's going on. You can't control that. Your thing is to put it out there and stop and help them. When you're in a classroom, there are different learners. Teachers have to deal with different learners every day. These personality don't learn the same way. You probably kiss some of them. So what you're saying is you're criticizing the people. They not comprehending what you say. I don't comprehend when they speak on the computer. I don't took so many classes. Some stuff I don't know. If I knew what I can know, I'd rather go get my team. And my children know they know about this computer, y'all. And they look like they should try to help their mom. They know about this stuff. But and my grandson. My thing is with this situation right here, the comprehension is not it on social media. It's not it.
Probably couldn't solve a puzzle. I'm not insulting anybody. I'm just saying some real shit. We're in different times. People are not made like they were.
I know what you're saying, Stone. I know what you.
And I'll say this again: the truth is a lie.
And Stone, and I said that so many times. And the truth sounds like a lie to them because they're afraid of the truth. So if you lie there, if you put something false up there, they'll believe you. It'll draw their attention to watch your video. You put up a lie. I ain't gonna put up no lie. So my truth is gonna look like a lie to them, because that's what they believe in, a lie. Their content creator could be pouring out lies and lies on them. They be like, oh, we on there saying we've been with you for 4 years, we've been with you for 3 years. I know what you're saying, man. I've been saying that for the longest since I retired. But I ain't going nowhere. You know I'm on here for a reason. But look at me in the video. You know what? Better find out what I'm doing.
But what I want you to do is just take a look at this and leave a comment, you guys' thoughts. I know you're gonna ask me. She had already went to the police. I didn't need to tell her that.
Okay, go on and show us so I can go ahead and get my. You know, I'm about to tell you the truth because I'm an honest person. Bam, bop, boop, bop, bop, boop. What he be saying? Boop, bop, bop, bop. What the name? What the name said? Boop, bop, bop, bop. I like that song. Y'all, now hurry up now because I got to go club TikTok now. She had already went to the police. I didn't need to tell her that. Okay.
What was freaky about the police thing was when she talked to me, she was acting like she was telling me that the police wanted to talk to me. I said if the police wanted to talk to me, they would come to me. So I'm not buying that shit. She said, "Oh, call the detective." I said, "No, I already talked to a detective. Already talked to me. I'll have that detective talk to that detective." She said, "No, this detective was in." She said, "This detective was in." Oh no, this detective is in Atlanta. Get me out a little bit, as I never told her that the detective I talked to was in Alabama. So it's just strange that it's almost like I don't even know. It's just, I just was like, she said, "Oh, this detective."
Hold on. I got to straighten you. I got to straighten you. Okay. The only detective that you spoke with was in Alabama. You haven't spoken to a detective in Atlanta. Okay. So you said that, listen what you said. You said, listen, they go take it back right here. I ain't about to let nobody look bad.
Freaky about the police thing was when she talked to me, she was acting like she was telling me the police wanted to talk to me. I said, "Talk to me," they would have reached out to me. So I'm not buying that. She said, "Oh, call the detective." I said, "No, I already talked to a detective. Already talked to me. I'll have."
Oh, that sounds like he talking to an undercover. He sound like he talking to an undercover boy. You better know about the streets. You got to know more than just music. But you smart though. You smart. You smart. The detective that you spoke with was in, and you really didn't too much talk to the detective in Alabama.
Detective talked to that detective. She said, "No, this detective was in." She said, "This detective was in." Oh no, this detective is in Atlanta. What freaked me out a little bit is I never told her.
Oh, you just changed some. So the detective that I talked to was in Alabama. You spoke to a detective in Atlanta too, but you changed it. The detective that I was. So you talked to two detectives. You talked to a detective here and a detective in Atlanta. And you want to know how she know that you spoke to the detective in Atlanta.
It's almost like I don't even know. I just was like, how could she know that the detective talked to me was not in Atlanta? She said, "Oh, this detective is in Atlanta." I was like, before I could even mention to her that the guy I was dealing with, and I don't even think I told her he was in Alabama, right? I just said, "I'll have this guy."
You saying that she mentioned the detective in Atlanta, not in Alabama. So you trying to see where she get that from?
He was really adamant about me speaking with him, and I didn't trust her initially. You tell me your thoughts. I'm still questioning this situation with her because asked her why would somebody want to hurt you, and she just told me, take a look at this.
Took Angie out. You're next. Dang, that's some powerful stuff. She telling you that they took Angie out. How they take Angie out? I already told y'all. I already made a video, and y'all, I was the first one that made a video, and I showed y'all a video of that how a stunt driver drive a Sprinter van. And y'all know I told y'all, I showed y'all that. I got a video before anybody mentioned anything about a stunt driver. I brought that out to y'all. Go back and look at them videos. And I did it way before anybody mentioned it. And I showed y'all the video of how them men made that van, Sprinter van flipped 3 times. They kept on flipping. Now, y'all, sometimes accidents can be a freak accident. But he want us to comment on this right here before I leave. We took Angie out. You're next. Tick tock, tick tock. We took Angie out. I don't take it as nothing. Is she talking about they took Angie out to eat? Did they take Angie away from her spirit? What they do to Angie to take Angie? Did they plan it? So you asking me, so you asking us questions, asking me us. When she said we took Angie out, it's like a circle. So is it her circle, her diesel crew that took her out? I'm just saying, you ask us how we think about this. Is it that her diesel crew took her out? Is she a part of the diesel crew? It's a crew. That's what she said at me. Like somebody took her out. That's what you asked, what we think about it. And that's what I thought about it. So I ain't going to say what people want to hear, but I'm going to say what you said. What's the opinion? And my opinion is, it said, it's the way I took it is she saying that they took her out. Did Angie group take her out? Her Angie already said before she spoke on after she spoke on the diesel group, she said that she said, I don't trust nobody. I don't even trust y'all diesel group. She ain't trust y'all either. She didn't trust y'all either. So, all right, y'all, I'm about to go get pretty. Go to the club. I probably went out tonight, but I should. I need to pop up. I should pop up. I might pop up, but it ain't nowhere to pop. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all be sweet, okay? Hey. Oh. I want to tell you, Stone Pastor, start reading them text messages and speak your mind, bro. Speak your mind. You're a good man, and you can't tell nobody what to do on their channel. Do your thing on your channel. They ain't got to believe you. Do I believe everything you say? No, I don't. I don't believe what everything nobody say. But I would listen to you. I don't understand. Only thing I know about when we do cases that you got the good, the bad, and the ugly working against each other. You got people who gonna do the cover up thing. It's a program. Y'all put it in a program style. I ain't stupid. Psychology. I took that. I'm out, y'all. Be good, y'all. Y'all need to come over there to TikTok. I got to get where I can invite my TikTok people. I want my TikTok people. Most of my TikTok people subscribe to my channel. I need y'all. I got to go some kind of way. I'm going to go live over there. Some kind of way. I got to let my people know I'm live. They're my favorites over there, y'all. I'm viral over there, honey. Yeah, I may not be viral over here, but I'm viral over there. And I've been there since 2021. I think I came over here in YouTube in 22. Well, I had a channel in 21. That was Young Dog, but I took it down. I took erased that whole channel. I wish I could get that channel back. Y'all didn't even know it was me the whole time. Out of here. Yes, sir.